Good morning, heroes. Today we're going to do one of my favorite visualizations. We're going to center our visualization on Olympic level performance. If you've been on my calls, you've probably heard me talk about this. The idea behind it is, every 4 years or 2 years, we see these amazing athletes do things that physically people never thought were possible. And it's amazing, and records get broken, and it's inspiring. But what would your life look like if you put in the same time and dedication and commitment to your one thing that they put into their one thing? So I'm going to go ahead and share out my screen, and we're going to walk through one of my, I think, all-time favorite visualizations, and hopefully this will be really useful to you. So let's start with some deep breathing. We're going to do what I like to call the M breath. So most of our breathing, we'll do like a box or a triangle. This one, I want you to think about the breath going up inside you. And then at the top, we're going to hold, but instead of holding up, instead of breathing in and going and keeping all of your energy here, when you hold your breath, you're just going to let that energy drop. Your throat, your epiglottis will do just fine holding your air in. You don't need to hold all this tension up here. So you're going to breathe in. And when we hold, you're just going to let everything fall and let that oxygen push down. And keep your body very relaxed. And then we'll exhale. All right, so try that now. Breathe in on 4. Hold and drop. And release. 2, 3, 4. Deep breath in. Hold and drop. And release. One more time. And hold. Let that air just settle deep down your abdomen and release. And that's be a really good breathing pattern for just centering and letting go of tension. So keep breathing in whatever is comfortable with you. Remember, these visualizations are active visualizations. So if you get an idea or get something that comes to you, feel free to open your eyes and write them down in your hero journal. And we're going to go ahead and begin. So go ahead and close your eyes, relax. Hopefully those breaths have come into you. Now I want you to think about the last time you watched the Olympics, whatever sport it is that you watched, whatever really inspires you. Let's say, it's figure skating or swimming, running, track, whatever your sport is, the track and field events, weightlifting, and whoever your favorite Olympic athlete is, I want you to get a picture of them in your mind. When you think of them, what do you think of? What words do you associate with them? What images do you associate with them? What makes the person or the people that you're thinking about top of their game? What makes them worthy of going to the Olympic Games? What lessons have you learned from them? What have you seen in learning their story? What kind of challenges have they had to overcome? What does their training look like? What does their dedication look like? Have they faced any setbacks or injuries? Almost every Olympic athlete has some story of a really bad injury they had to overcome. When you picture that person, do you picture them working out, exercising, training, eating clean? Or do you picture them eating a bag of Cheetos and vegging out in front of the TV? What is it about them that you think makes them different? Now we're going to start comparing that to your own life and what it would look like in whatever your one thing is, whether it's losing weight or getting fit, getting your body toned, building muscle, whether it's to be the best real estate agent or the best doctor, the best artist, the best investor, the best loan broker. What would it look like to be an Olympic level performer at your one thing? What would it look like for you to be a gold medalist? To be someone the entire industry and even people outside of the industry look at and admire. So let's start with your schedule. When you think of the Olympic athletes, you probably think of them getting up early, going to the gym or the pool first thing in the morning. What's the equivalent for you? What should you be doing? What reps do you need to build? What strength do you need to build? How do you need to prepare for the day? How do you need to get into the right mindset? And when you think about your schedule overall, do Olympic athletes put 5, 10, 20 hours into their sport? Or do they put every waking hour into either doing it or preparing for it, mentally training for it, resting their body so they're ready for it? What would that look like for you? What would that look like to be in peak condition? Now think about your diet, because even if your goal isn't a physical health one, your diet is still going to play a role in what you do. What kind of diet is going to give you the energy and the stamina and even the self-confidence in public to be at the top of your game? Is it going to be staying up late, eating junk food and watching TV? Or is it going to be eating clean, whole foods, eating foods that make you feel healthy? Think about the foods you've eaten lately that have made you feel really good, whether it was a smoothie or a salad, something that just made you feel really nourished. You didn't feel tired afterward. In fact, you were surprised because you felt energized. What do you need to eat more of? Picture that perfect diet. What is that perfect diet that's going to put you on the top of your game? How would an Olympic athlete eat? And how are you going to eat to get the same performance out of your body? Now in your mind, envision your calendar and compare it to the calendar of an Olympic athlete. Are they going to schedule 18 different things and constantly jump from one thing to another every 15 minutes? Or do they schedule giant chunks, giant blocks? Most likely an Olympic athlete doesn't go into the gym for 10 or 15 minutes and then go take a phone call for half an hour and then go back to the gym for 10 minutes and then check email for an hour. Those Olympic athletes are focused and they're training for large blocks. They're stretching for large blocks. They're resting for large blocks. What would your schedule look like if you started batching and chunking your time? Envision your calendar like that. What would your ideal calendar look like? Now envision your social life. Who do your Olympic athletes hang out with? Do they hang out with people who are doing drugs and drinking and watching TV all night and eating a bunch of junk food? No. They hang out with other athletes. They hang out with coaches. They hang out with people who inspire them because they're focused. What would your life look like if you had that same focus? Who would you hang out with? Who would you purposefully spend time with? And who would you maybe avoid because they bring you down, because they don't support your Olympic level performance? Envision yourself with those people right now who bring you up, who make you better at what you do. Who are they? See their faces. See the times that you spend with them. Finally, imagine the habits that you need to develop and ingrain to be an Olympic level athlete at your one thing. Does an Olympic level athlete wake up early or sleep in? Do they snooze the alarm 3 times? Or do they give themselves extra time in the morning to get going? Does the Olympic level athlete skip a workout because it's only one workout? Or do they hit their workout every damn day? Do they do their exercises +1? Do they regularly check in with a coach? How does an Olympic athlete create habits? Does their schedule vary wildly? Or do they have a consistent, steady schedule with plenty of sleep and the right food and the right people? Do they have mantras? Do they have positive self-talk? And how can you use that in your life? What habits do you need? All right, heroes, I hope this was really powerful for you and gave you some good ideas. Please make sure to journal and write those ideas down. And now that you've taken some time out of your day to work on your programming, now it's time to take those ideas and put them into action. So grab your calendar right now and fill out your day, fill out your 0 calendar. Every minute of your day accounted for. Every minute intentional. No time to let other people dictate your schedule. You are in charge of your schedule, and you avoid people who try to be in charge of your schedule. I'm proud of you, heroes. Go do your calendar and kick this day's ass. We'll see you tomorrow.